You have a premium service. You have an agency helping you with everything you have to take care of. You're not alone, which is amazing in a country where you don't know anybody. You want to date, right? So what are you going to do, and why is it so much better using an international premium matchmaking service, that's what we're promoting here, than just any other thing, right? So first of all, profile verification. We do verify men and women. Everybody is registered with an ID in our website and in our database, right? The women come into the office, they talk personally, have offices. So that is another thing. Where do you find somebody who has offices? Where do you find somebody talk to face to? If you have a problem, I'm not saying everything will be perfect, right? You still do international dating. There can be challenges, but we help you. You call us, we call her. If you have a problem, I had a client, like when was that, last year, one of my VIPs, I had to solve a problem. They matched, they went into vacation to Morocco, South Africa. They were far away and she didn't have any money on her, and they got in a fight and they didn't want to stay together. It was not my responsibility because they were matched. They were a couple. They did their thing, right? It was 3 months after he worked with me, so it was not really my responsibility. But she called me crying. She didn't know what to do. He called me. He was angry. Didn't know what to do. So I obviously helped between the two to solve the problem. He gave her some money so that she can go to Colombia. The problem was solved. Everybody was happy. But they didn't know couldn't talk to each other. They were really angry. Whatever. It wasn't my cup of tea, let's say. But obviously I want everybody to be happy. And where do you get that? So starting with that, right? But then now let's just go with the profile verification. Where do you know what is the woman who is that person, right? So with us, what do the women do, and the men too, before you go on a date? The women register with an ID. So maybe you guys, I don't know if I just entered into the thing, maybe some of you haven't heard, some haven't heard, but the US government is not recommending really going to the US dating using dating apps. That is what is the subtitle here. And so what I want to say, women who register with us, they register with their ID. There are several instances in the register process. So she goes to the office or she reaches out to us and says, I want to participate. She has to fill in a form. She has to send her ID. We ask her for her social media. We usually have her Facebook. We usually have her Instagram, one of the two or even the two. We usually ask for a second or a third phone number from her friend, from her mom. So we have referral contacts from her. We have her address. We have her job. We have her WhatsApp, obviously, and we have a lot of things, and obviously her ID, right? So there's a lot of things we're already in the verification process. And then this will be submitted. Then we have another instance who really looks that the person who submitted the profile is really matching the age with the ID. Is the information clear? Are the photos clear? Is that the same person? Is there any, is she over 18, obviously, etc., etc. Then we have another person above that who's verifying if that profile maybe comes out in any adult porn site and any adult working site on the internet. So if that's the case, the profile is going to be rejected and not being in our database. So there's a lot of things we're going to verify. That you have to sign an IMBRA form. For example, the women also get safety because they're always concerned as well. It's not just you guys. The women are also concerned to meet people from other countries. So they get your information. You have to fill out an IMBRA form that is your background information. So you have to provide that before she even goes on a date with you, before you even go and exchange phone numbers. So there's a lot of things we do to make sure that you will be fine. We help you organize the dates. We set up the restaurant reservations. We know at what time where you are. You have a date at 6. We know where you are at 6. You can take a translator with you who's going to be with you in the process. So you're not alone. Even if you don't take a translator, you're not alone, because me, Manuela, Claudia, ladies, everybody in this thing will make sure that you'll be fine. We organize the tours. We have the drivers. We do the airport pickup. We know the hotels. We recommend you that. We set up the trip for you, etc., etc. So with us, You have a premium service, you have an extra everything, you have an agency helping you with everything you have to take care of. You're not alone, which is amazing in a country where you don't know anybody. Afterwards, you might not use us and need us anymore because you made friends, we met women, you met people, you made friendships. So next time, maybe you might not reach out to us anymore and say, hey, Maria, can you send me the driver? Or Maria, can you set up the restaurant for me? Or I do need a date. Maybe you don't. But we do that for all the clients, and we do that on the tour. You have the hotel included. It's a very, very very personalized, very close process where we are with you. Everybody who has been with us, maybe guys, you can comment a little bit. As I said, like say, there's a huge difference going on your own to Colombia, going to your own, which you also can do. Don't get me wrong. Go to Colombia, have fun, travel, stay in the tourist areas, get recommendations, but go to Colombia. And if you want to date in Colombia, date in Colombia, but try to make sure that you stay. And even if you do want to make the self-service because you want to save a couple of dollars, or that woman sounds amazing and you should want to go there, do it. But when you do that, also take cautions, like security cautions, right? Let people know where you're going, with who you're going to. As I said, we have an ID. We know her name, her last name, etc., etc. We can find her friends. We know her referrals. It's a very different process and all that, yeah? So in general, obviously, it's good to not to show off in Colombia when you travel. It doesn't matter if you date or not date.
Perhaps you should consider expanding your horizons. Check out our website at
colombianlady.com.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.